Hi guys, it's Hannah from Trekitt and I'm here in the beautiful Brecon Beacons. Harry and I have just come up to Langattock and we're going to throw a couple of flasks off a cliff. Jokes aside, we've actually bought a £5 unbranded insulated flask, and then we've also brought out a YETI Rambler. So the unbranded flask was £5 and the YETI Rambler is £30. We're going to put them through a few different tests just to check their durability. So they will gradually be scaling up from if you were just to knock it against a rock while you were scrambling, right up to what would happen to them if you were to drop them while you were on a big multi-pitch climb. So stay tuned and see how these bottles look at the end of the video. Okay, so before we absolutely annihilate these in the durability tests, let's test the leak proofing. So this one, it's got a bit of condensation in the lid, but no leaks. Great. Okay, so let's test the YETI Rambler. Again, no leaks. Perfect. What? It's it's got a couple of little dings in it, but it's all right. It's actually resisted that pretty well. Let's try the cheaper one. What? Oh, a bit dinged. Again, not too bad. Good scratch here and a few dings in the bottom. So that's the first of our durability tests. So we're going to move on to our second one. And it's going to be a bit weird. Let's go. Okay, so for our second durability test, we are going to run up and down this little hill, but with the bottle attached to Affy's lead. I am so sorry, dog. Ready? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Go get him. Come on, good girl, good girl. Oh no, baby, oh no. She doesn't like it. So after our first attempt, it's a bit warm and she's a bit scared of the flask falling down the hill towards her. Who would have guessed? So I'm gonna run it up. That is very happily dinged up now. Look at the state of this lid. Really good, really good scratches from the rocks, but some really, really big dents around the lid as well. So let's attach the YETI and see how it looks afterwards. So how's it looking? So it's a bit roughed up actually. The body of it isn't looking as dented as the cheaper one. So you can see side by side, this one has been roughed up quite a bit more. But the lid on this one's taken a bit of a beating, but that's pretty normal because it's a plastic lid. But then again, so did this one, and this was a metal lid. But the bodies are both, they're both pretty good, but the YETI is definitely much stronger than the unbranded one. So this is our third and final durability test, and we're literally going to throw them both off a cliff face and see what they look like. I'm not holding out the most amount of hope, but it's going to be interesting. So now we're going to throw down the YETI and then I'll pop back down and we'll have a look at them side by side. Okay, so I've just nipped back down to have a look at them and oh my goodness, there is a massive difference. So the YETI landed on the bottom and you can see it has got a bit of an indent here, but the cheaper unbranded flask quite obviously landed at the top and has just eaten it. So now not only has it been completely caved in at the top, you can see there's damage to the plastic on the inside, and it now leaks. Sorry, Flask. So actually, both of them survived the first fall really quite well. They both landed on the bottom or on the top, so I'm going to just try a couple more things to test their side impact. Well, the bottom came off. Okay, so I think we've managed to kill it. So as you can see, the top's completely caved in, and the pory lid bit has completely fallen apart. We've lost a bit to the inside of the bottle as well, which won't come out. And then the bottom keeps popping off as well. So we've destroyed it. So I'm just going to go through the same test with the Yeti and see if I can break that as well. Oh. Okay, that's a really big dent, but it's not leaking. It hasn't affected the leak, and the bottom hasn't come off yet, so it's already got a few more points than the cheap one. Okay, well that's actually breaking the rock now.
2,000 years later.
Still not leaking. That's amazing. Well, there we go, guys. I think that tops it. I think that is the most fun video I have ever filmed. Great for anger management. 10 out of 10 would recommend. But these bottles, you can see, look very different. So this one has taken a massive beating. Because of the handle, I was actually able to give it a very, very good wallop on those rocks, and I wasn't able to with this one. But the difference is with this one is that as soon as it started taking a beating, it leaked everywhere. The lid's completely destroyed on the inside, and all the water tipped out very quickly. But even though the Yeti has taken considerably more of a beating and a wallop, all of the liquid is still inside, all of it, and it's still very, very hot. The bottom hasn't popped off, and the bottom has popped off on this one. Even though we gave this one considerably harder time. But that's it. So I kind of hope that has given you a bit of entertainment for your afternoon. There are a few more tests that we can do, but I don't think we'll do them with these ones. I think we'll get us some fresh flasks and then have a bit of a look at leak proofing and heat retention and all that kind of stuff. So until next time, guys, I will see you soon. Bye!